Yeah. Hi, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get Akinwale, our guest. Akinwale, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sure. Is it possible if you can switch on your camera?
Okay, please hold. Please hold.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, so guys,
Hi.
Yeah,
I've switched
thank you
it
so
on.
much.
Can you see me? Oh no, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me do some configurations
Okay,
on the laptop.
sure, no worries. Yeah, so guys, yeah, if you're joining us, please just greet us, tell us which country you are streaming from, and yeah, let me know how's your afternoon going wherever you are. And yeah, so I'm seeing Ayaka. Thank you so much, Ayaka. Mzumkulu, it's great, man, to see you. And yeah, you've been one of the regular attenders. Yeah, thank you so much, Ayaka Mzumkulu, for your support. It's really great to see you again, man. Yeah, and I'm also seeing Bupilo Bu saying good evening. I wonder where you are. Yeah, it's a lovely afternoon, going to an evening. And yeah, I'm seeing more people that are joining us. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm seeing, yeah, Sharon Chepko H from Kenya. Yeah, great to see you, Sharon. Yeah, she's actually won our one of our design challenges. So yeah, it's great to see you, Sharon. Yeah, we've got another design challenge coming up next week. I hope, Sharon, you're ready. I know that you had a lot of support, from the Kenyans. Yeah, so I know you guys like to come in numbers. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm seeing also Tobike Campbell. Great to see you, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. Oh, it's hot. It's hot in Lagos. Yeah, it's also like relatively warm in South Africa as well. Yeah. So Tomike, I hope you're gonna enter. The design challenge. Yeah, our price is much bigger now. It's it's 5 times what we usually give, and yeah, it will be great to see you competing against Sharon Chepko H, and I'm also seeing. Omotoyosi Adebayo. Good evening from Nigeria. Great to see you, Omotoyosi. Yeah, it's always nice, guys, to try to pronounce your names. I hope I'm getting some of the names correct. So yeah, I'm seeing Opielua Kumunyi joining from Lagos. Yeah, I actually do work with Opielua. I call him Ope. Yeah, he's the head of digital for West Africa. He's currently based in Nigeria. Yeah, working for All Mutual. So great to see you, Ope. Yeah, he's one of the big guys at All Mutual. Great to see you. Thank you so much, Ope, for the support. And yeah, Mongeni Khadebe. Yeah, so yeah, Moen Khadebe, thank you, man. Great to see you. He's from Umuzi. I've met him, along with the other, Umuzi students. They are currently, studying design via Umuzi, and yeah, hopefully they will join All Mutual early next year. It's great to see you, and Tabo Boy from Joburg. Great to see you, Tabo Boy, and yeah, one of the regulars as well. And yeah, I remember having a recent interaction with you. Akinwale, are you there? Are you winning?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, I can't see your face. Yeah. Oh, now I can see it.
This is my face.
Oh, sure. Emmanuel Junior Obu, thank you so much, and yeah, good luck, Emmanuel. As I think you've entered to you've entered our design challenge for next week. Great to see you from Ghana. Yeah, I mean, we've had a number of people from Kenya, from Ghana, from Cameroon, Nigeria, Malawi, and all these other African countries. It's always great to see you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support. I know I've been quiet, and I've been having some personal challenges. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, today I'm very excited, to be here. And I want to say thank you so much, for those who are joining us. And let's, grow the platform. Let's invite, our African, designers, to join the community and to participate. So again, if you're joining us, just, greet us, let us know which country you are streaming from. And if you've got anything to say, let us know. And looking forward to the great news. That's what Ayaka was saying. Man, I'm also looking forward to share that. Bupilo, I'm assuming you're from South Africa, or you could be from Botswana. And Oh, I see. Ayaka is getting a message from Sharon. And guys, I think we are going to start. And before we start, I just got an urgent request from ABSA, and basically they have a design a hackathon. And so I'm going to be hosting ABSA tomorrow. It's a very, very short notice, and I just actually created the invite about an hour ago. I'm just trying my luck, and whoever that can attend, please, guys, just jump in. I'm going to be bringing in Justin Naidu, design project lead from ABSA, and also Caleb Pillay. They want to talk about this ABSA design hackathon. And you can win a share of 100,000. So if you've got questions, if you want to enter, you can enter as a graduate, and also you can if you're a professional, you can have a team. We'll talk more about this tomorrow, 4 to 5. Again, this is an urgent request that I got from ABSA, and let's see if we can accommodate them. And so definitely, next year I'll be bringing them, like early into the channel, and to share, their progress. So guys, please, give them some love. Guys, I want us to talk about today's topic, and I've got Akinwale Akinloye, based in Nigeria, and so he's gonna introduce himself, and then we're gonna talk about the things that we've planned to do. And then I want to also make an official announcement. It's been a long journey, and for us to have a sponsor, this really means a lot. I know we're a small community, but we are steadily growing. And also I think, despite being small, it's very good to have people who consistently contribute to the community. So I'm looking forward to collaborate with you guys again. I'm just a face, and there's a lot of us that can contribute to grow the community, and to take part of it. And I'm also gonna share about some great news, sometime in the next few weeks, about the progress that we've made in our design studio that we're busy building. It's looking nice, and I'm very excited to share the news. I will set up an invite for specifically for that, so that you guys can see how far we are with the building. So I'm going to ask Akinwale. Akinwale has got an actuarial science background, and I don't know if I should call him an actuary, but I know that he's more than just an actuary. He's he's tapped into the other into other opportunities. So I want to ask Akinwale to introduce himself to the community, and I want you guys to also ask him some questions, and I want you guys to ask questions along the way. So again, this is not like a one-way communication. We expect some engagement, and we expect you guys to ask questions so that we can address them. So Akinwale, if you can please kindly show your face, and tell us a bit about yourself, from a personal perspective, who is Akinwale, what are you into, what do you like, what keeps you motivated, what makes you to wake up early in the morning. And then from there, you can talk about, what you do.
Okay, thanks, Mputugi. Thanks, guys. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to be as brief as possible. I'm Akinwale Akinloye. So I work with Nubero. I don't like to put nothing extra on it. I work with Nubero presently, and okay, I have an actuarial science background from the best university in Nigeria, which is University of Lagos, and they did insurance for a while, then went into banking, baseline banking. Then after a while, moved into what we call electronic banking those days. Then over the period, moved into a lot of things in the tech space, project management, product management, and a little bit of coding here and there, not day to day, up until we founded the company, Nubero, sometime in 2019. And we just set up the company to do like three basic things: do enterprise development, do what we call a space in the company. We call it intermediate. We also do consultancies here and there where we help small startups like us to get their feet in terms of what they are trying to build. And basically, that's it. And over the course of the last 3-4 years, we've worked with numerous institutions in Nigeria, and over the like 2 years or 3 years ago, we got the opportunity of working with Code Mutual Africa through the intermission part, which has to do with providing tech resources to organizations who need them and who need to deliver on some projects. We've worked with Access Bank in Nigeria, SunTrust Bank. We work with bank. We're working with Bankly. We're working with an agri-tech company called Crossed Africa presently, and some other things that I just like here and there, just trying to, as you said, just trying to keep up alive. What makes us wake up in the morning and start the hustle. So basically, that's it for us. Presently today, we're about a 17-man strong team scattered all over. We have people who are internal to the team. We have people who are like seconded to other companies, and we have people who are with us who are contractors with other companies. Especially, Code Mutual is one of our biggest partners in terms of our work the last 2 to 3 years. So basically, that's me and that's us generally. Thank you.
Sure. No, thanks, Akinwale. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for that lovely intro. So today I want to announce, our sponsor, and this is like, I'm really excited, to share this news with you guys. And so Nubero is our sponsor, and thank you so much. Thank you to Akinwale, and thank you to to the Nigerian designers and to everyone in the Nigeria. It's great to see the love and appreciation, and also I'm not gonna forget the other African countries. So Akinwale, he's the founder of Nubero, and so I say thank you so much to him, for taking a chance on us, and believing in this like design community. So Nubero, they are in the insurance in a tech space. They also like do software development, and they do recruitment. So amongst like other things. And I think more than just Nubero sponsoring us, they will also be like sharing the job opportunities from the companies that they work with. So I will talk shortly about that. And so you'll be seeing a lot about Nubero, and I'll be, sharing the work that they do. So that you guys get to know, more about our sponsor. And so I'll be doing one of those like intros. So some of the clients that they work with is like, SunTrust Bank in Nigeria, Access Trust, Old Mutual. And there are other like, companies that they work with. And I'm sure, we can add a list at some point. And so I'm sure a lot of you, are asking, okay, cool, how will Nibero actually sponsor us, right? And the intention is to really, so Nibero wants to, since we're about building an African design community, they actually, share the same vision, about them, uplifting, our African communities. And, that's why they're here. And also, they have a strong interest, in building a strong design capability, because a lot of the times, based on the clients that they work with, the huge clients that they work with, they often need, strong designers, UI designers, UX designers, product designers, UX researchers, visual designers, and so forth, right? And they even go as far as recruiting, software developers, etc. Right? So our sponsor is more than just a sponsor. And for those of you who are seeking opportunities, actually there's an opportunity that I will share with you guys. I will share the job link under the comment section of this event, so you can check it out. And so with this, what is the intention, right? Before I talk about what they will sponsor, right? Because they constantly seek out, they want to, headhunt, good talent. And I want, us to, to take advantage of this like great opportunity, so that we can showcase our work, right? More than just us like having fun, talk about design, right? We also want to support people who are looking for job opportunities, and for those who want to grow, whether, they want to grow in terms of knowledge or in terms of like growing their network, right? And these are some of the ideas, that Akinwale and I were discussing, right? They might not necessarily sponsor everything, but if you guys, if we receive a lot of engagement and a lot of love, it would be much easier, for me to convince them, to do a lot more than they can. And some of the ideas, is to look at our live design challenge, and they'll be sponsoring that. That live design challenge is happening next week, Friday. And I'll be running it. Basically, I'll give you guys 1.5 hour to design a problem. I'll tell you the problem, at the beginning. This is meant to be fun. And some of you, for those who haven't seen our challenges, right, you'll basically compete. So we'll have the different African countries going head to head. And, we'll be, watching them live designing in Figma. And, at the end of the 1 hour, 30 minutes, we'll close the Figma streets. And then, the following week we'll announce the winner. In this time, people can still vote, but I will decide who the winner is, and I'll probably ask someone else to help me to make that decision, because people have complained in the past that people who are more popular, they end up winning. So we want to balance that. So this time we want to focus more on the quality. So again, we need to look at how can we support the knowledge sharing sessions, especially the speakers. I know we've got a few speakers that have already committed. So please, guys, if you want to present a topic, just message me, let me know what the topic is about. Maybe if you've got three ideas that you want to share, please feel free to do so, and I can help you to decide. We've done a number of topics, more than 40 topics, and I mean we've had number of countries like Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, etc. Right? And we've got an exciting lineup. So this time, I don't want to create too many of these events ahead of time, but just drop me a link, and I can help you, right? We've got Figma templates that you can easily use, and you can present in your own language. If you're not comfortable with English, we've done this. We've had about 2 or 3 sessions done in French. And you also, if you're speaking French, want to accommodate you, I'll probably do a session in Xhosa. I'm Xhosa, and Xhosa is one of the languages that is spoken in South Africa. And this is an African design community, and I want us to present ourselves in a way that we are comfortable, and we don't have to conform to the Western standards. And so again, our knowledge sharing sessions, they're more than just design, right? It's an opportunity for us to get to know each other, to get to know what Africa can offer, right? To share our experience from the context, from an African context, right? And I want to see more design principles being led by African designers. So we also want to acknowledge people who are engaged, who engage in our knowledge sharing sessions, by giving them something. And we also want to run a competition where you guys can share the best home office setup. I've seen a lot of people sharing, their designs, their awesome desks and workspaces. And so I'm going to be setting up this competition. And basically, we just want you to take a video and some few shots, pictures, and you can just share, and then I'll just curate. I'll probably give you guys a month, and then I'll curate and then pick the winner. And just for us to have a bit of fun. And another idea is I designed and launched this at work. So, I often interview designers, and it's very hard, to find good quality designers. And some people, they're not authentic, when it comes to sharing, the sharing their portfolio. Might sometimes you find people that, hey, they've actually stolen work from other designers, and so instead of just like, I hate the idea of doing interviews, and one of the opportunities that we have as a community is that we can date designers and recommend designers, the more we interact with each other, right? And I want to kill this concept of interviews. And so I designed and launched this at work. It's really about you coming up and saying, hey, this is what you've done, and this is what you've launched. Obviously, we don't want you to share information that is meant to be secretive, right? Only share stuff that is live, right? That is exposed to the public. So this competition, it's really going to be about, well, I'm going to ask people, hey guys, what have you designed? What have you launched, right? You can take some screenshots. You can share a link, if it's a website, or maybe a link to an app store, if it's an app or whatever that you've designed, right? And then basically based on that, we'll see, who deserves to win this. And I think it's important for us to encourage each other, right? To get exposure, about the work that we do. You don't have to be like sitting in an interview, for you to be talking about your work, right? But I think it's an opportunity for us to better to know each other, right, over time. And if we want few designers to join our team, right, we can easily do so because we've known you over time, and we can trust that you can do the work, right? And then I want to talk about this other idea where we want kick-ass designers to showcase their portfolios. So I'm gonna ask you guys to say, hey, drop your portfolio, and a link to your portfolio, and then I'll curate the best portfolio, and then I'll give you a prize for that, and whoever the winner is, right? So designer swag outfit of the month. This is really about, again, want to have a bit of fun. And I know some designers, they have specific look, some they have tattoos, some they have like, they're into fashion, they're into music, and so forth, into sports. Some they have like funky hairstyles, dreadlocks, and African-based hairstyles and so forth. We want to see that coolness, right? So this is going to be like a fun competition where I just say, hey guys, share your swag as a designer, and tell us that you're a designer without telling us that you're a designer. And basically, based on those, we'll just like curate like, you know, the best looking designer in that month. And yeah, so some of these ideas, like, you know, we don't want to be too serious. You know, we want to do design work, and I want us to also like engage, right? And you know, we are an informal community, and I think it's very important for us, you know, to feel free to have fun, you know, in between. Yeah. So, anyways, I want to pause a bit, and I want to check, you know, if you guys have got questions or comments, you know, please just, you know, drop your questions. And yeah, I see a lot of people have joined. Thank you so much. And I know, you know, this was like a short notice, and a lot of you will probably catch up on the recording. So yeah, I mean, I'm quite keen to hear what you guys think, and you know, if you've got some ideas, you know, that you want us to try out, you know, please message me, or you can actually, you know, leave a comment, and I will read your ideas. So again, this is about contributing, right? And I want to test different ideas and see which ideas work. And yeah, so let me just pause a bit, and yeah, I'm seeing a direct message here. I know some people that they don't want to ask questions, you know, publicly, so it's fine. I'll respond, you know, to you. I see there's a message from Louis Haley. Hi, Louis. Can you please copy and paste the message so that I can respond? Yeah, Louis is from Ethiopia. Yeah, he's one of our regulars. Great to see you, Louis. Yeah, guys, I mean, as I said, right, we are lucky to have a sponsor, and, you know, we're lucky to have, you know, Lubiera who believes in us. And I want us to try out different concepts. Some concepts we might kill, you know, and I'm also like quite keen just to see what appeals to you guys the most. And then, you know, if we see maybe, hey, people are enjoying, you know, sharing their, you know, home office setup, you know, then we can, you know, continue doing so. And I'm also, you know, looking forward to reach out, you know, to other companies, you know, to sponsor us, so that, you know, we can have, you know, bigger prizes. And yeah, so this is just the beginning. And you know, I was sponsoring out of my pocket, and I'll probably, you know, do one or two like events, you know, from, you know, one or two events that I want to sponsor from my pocket, just to give you guys some love. And yeah, let me see. Is there anything that you want to add, Akinwale?
No, no, nothing to add. You've done a very good job with the explanations and introductions.
Sure. No, thanks. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, like I want to. I mean, as I said, right? This is a community, and yeah. Why would you be? Why would you care? You know, as a designer, what's in it for you, right? Um, this is a great, you know, networking opportunity. You know, I've met a lot of designers, you know, that I wouldn't meet because of this platform, and some of you have actually, you know, met through this, you know, experience design community, which is great. And I've seen, you know, people engaging, giving each other, you know, support and opportunities, right? And yeah, so besides like networking, you know, we want to expose, you know, you guys, you know, to the design related job opportunities. So more than just the jobs, right? I mean, APSA just, you know, reached out to me this morning to share about their hackathon, and that's tomorrow. It's a short notice. I'm just taking a chance. So I want to share more, you know, more content like that, right? And more than just talking about design, right? What are the opportunities that are out there? What can you do, right? How can you, you know, market yourself as a designer, right? And this is a good opportunity, right? And for us to help each other, you know, without holding back is very important. And yeah, if you constantly engage with us, it's even easy for me, right? Through my network, I can even recommend, someone for specific opportunities, right? And we're gonna be doing exactly that, even with Nubero. So as I said, they work with a number of companies, right, throughout Africa. And as they grow, that means, they can keep on coming back to us and say, hey, Mputumi, please help us, through your experience design community to help us, like, find strong, designers. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's important for me because the more I'm exposed, to you guys, I get to know you, what you're capable of as a designer, right? I can even write a recommendation for you. And I think more than just the opportunities and getting strong recommendations, I want us to uplift each other. There are a lot of designers that joined, especially during COVID, and people are taking chances. Some, they take chances because they're desperate, and there are those who are actually dedicated, right? They might not necessarily have the right, skill and guidance. So it's very important for us, to support each other, right? To become better designers. And you don't have to go to the US or to Europe, for you to become a better designer. I want us as Africans, to take a different approach. And I want us to have, to get inspiration, within our continent without leaving our continent, you know. And I want to see more of the African thinking in our digital experiences. I want to see more, like, African themes, and when I say African themes, solutions that are village based, solutions that are, modernized, through, from an African perspective. And I want to see, African needs being put forward and being addressed, right? I mean, I did a session to talk about, traditional healers. And yeah, I mean, um, traditional healers are thriving currently. And the interpretation of health and wellness, is not just based on the Western thinking. There's an African perspective, consulting with the Sangoma, and getting some guidance, right, so that you can deal with your challenges, right, spiritually. And yeah, so to see such growth for me is like really, that's like really inspiring, right, for us, um to think deeply about our African values, right, and what that means, and to use technology, to promote our thinking, and not just to adopt, refined thinking based on Western thinking. Yeah, so that for me is a big plus. And yeah, so more than just, entering the design challenges that we have, or speaking, right, this is an opportunity as a designer, for you to gain some, credibility in these like Figma streets. And we continuously see a lot of like designs being posted on LinkedIn, or Twitter, etc., right, or even on TikTok. A lot of them, they don't have depth, they don't have like, there's like thorough, like, thinking being applied, right? And I want us to have spaces where you can bring in your own like work, right, and have support, beyond just the walls of the company that you're working with, right? And I want us to collaborate, and to kill these like, borders that we have, and operate as one, African, African continent. And yeah, I mean, we don't have to, develop the same solution, but if we can work together, right? So I think there's more to it than just talking about design, right? Because at the end of the day, we need to make an impact, to our customers, right? And at some point, I do want to strengthen our relationships, with like developers, so that we can actually take it, design a concept, and then, and take it live, right? That's where this conversation should go, right? But anyways, that's where we are today, right? I want to pause a bit, and I just want to see. Um, I'm seeing some greetings, and this is Joseph Lawrence, from Ghana. good day. Yeah, thank you so much, Joseph. Great to see you. Yeah, so guys, if you do have some questions, right? We have a design challenge planned for next week at 7 p.m. South African time. Please check that challenge. Akinwale, our sponsor, is going to be sponsoring it. I'm gonna invite him, just to come for like a few minutes, even if it's like 5 minutes, just to open the competition, and the rest we will handle ourselves. And yeah, we've had great fun. We had a number of designers from the different African countries competing, and yeah, I mean, it was like really fun, to see everyone committing, everyone choosing to, spend their Fridays differently. So yeah, I'm expecting the same level of energy next week. Yeah. So guys, please, yeah, if you do have questions, let me know. And I also want to share a link here. So let's see, there's a link. So Akinwale, can you please message me the job link via LinkedIn, and I will share it with the design community.
Okay, please hold. I'll share it now.
Yeah, yeah. I want you to share it, and then I want you to talk to take some time just to talk about the job opportunity that you have.
Okay, please give me a minute.
Sure, no worries.
Okay. Okay. So while I'm sharing it, okay, I think I've shared it with you. Shared it with you on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah, shared it with you on LinkedIn. So while you are getting it, let me just explain what the role is. We presently have an opening in one of our teams, and the role is an 100% remote role, and we need a designer, a good designer. Let me qualify it properly: a good designer, and a designer who is very up to the task.
Yeah.
A designer who is able to work in
Sorry,
cross-functional.
Can you
Yep.
can you share your can you switch on your camera?
Apologies.
Okay.
Too used to staying behind the camera. It is not. We are default people running away from camera. Apologies. We're just natural people who just hide, who run from the camera
Yeah,
every time.
that's
So,
fine. Yeah. Yeah. Is it
so
possible
basically,
if you
so
can
that's
just
we're looking for.
if you can just share your screen? There's a screen sharing option.
Let me see. Screen
Yeah.
sharing
So
option.
yeah, while you're talking, you can just share the job post.
So I'm trying to find the screen sharing option. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen
Somewhere
it. Screen sharing option. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen
okay.
it. Seen it. Let me. Jobs. Share. Okay. Let me check. Let me use the screen you shared with me. Price question for settings. Current answer. Oh. I hope. I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't tell me to log out. Apologies. Also,
That's fine.
there are so
No,
many
no.
funny security items on the laptop, so we tend to block access to many of the tabs and all that. But if it doesn't share properly and if it doesn't do that, um, but I think
That's
it's
fine.
sharing now. Can you see it?
Yes.
It's trying to share. Okay, so we need a good designer who can work in a multifunctional team, who can do a lot of I'm looking for the right word, a lot of proper work, and a designer who is able to meet up with what we really need in terms of meeting up with the teams, meeting up with deadlines, and being able to readily and quickly make adjustments to the designs that are available, make adjustments to the work that is there, and someone who is dedicated, because dedication to the work, to the job, and to the team is very, very important. We expect the individual to be able to understand that responsibility is joint and single. Joint in the sense
I can
that
hear
if the team fails, you have failed. Yes, can you hear me?
you. Yes, I can hear you. Can you please open that job spec so that at least people can see?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe you can click on the
Okay.
link that you've
Okay.
shared with me.
Yes, I've opened it. I've opened it. I've
Okay.
opened it. It will just open up. I've opened it.
Okay, that's fine.
This is the job spec. It's fine now. Okay, cool. So we're the responsibility we call it joint and single in the sense that we expect the individual we expect the we expect the individual we expect the individual to be responsible and disciplined. Responsible and discipline is very, very paramount and very, very important for this role. We expect the individual to understand that if the team fails, that individual has failed, and if the individual fails, the team has failed. So that's why we say the responsibility is joint and single. So that's the kind of person we want, and we also expect the individual to be able to think properly, be able to apply thoughts and on that, and just basically look at
Yeah.
what are not norms and be able to apply it properly in the design space. And but watchword watchword really is we expect the person to be a professional enough to be able to get things done, but being disciplined is very, very, very important for this role. There is like we believe that you can get to points with your job, with your skill, but if you're not disciplined enough, you're likely not going to be able to add value to the team and to anyone, because it means that you're not going to meet up with deadlines, you're not going to attend your meetings,
Yeah.
you're not going to submit anything on time. So being disciplined is very, very, very important, because we expect that the individual should be a designer who is able to design like an average designer in the design space. So that is just some parts of insurance. When you are taking liability insurance, you expect that before you take the policy, they ask you, does this individual, there is a box that is checked. Can this individual do this role like an average individual who is competent in the role? Once you tick yes, so that is it. Every other thing is expected to be secondary. And the secondary part for us, which we now hold in high esteem, is the individual being disciplined and understand that you need to play your role properly and deliver on set tasks as at when due. So that's what the role is. This is the job spec. Um,
Okay. Sure.
it's nothing really out of the world. It's nothing really that with what everybody here would have seen before, what everybody here would have been able to lay their hands on over the course of the times. But as I said, the other skill set, the soft skill, aside the regular skill that you have as a designer, who is something that will really, really be of more importance as we move on with it. So I think I've been able to shed light on it as basic as I can. I'm not a designer. To me,
Yeah.
I don't know the design. I don't know the design balance. I don't know the design jargon. So I'm
Yeah.
just
That's
trying
fine.
to relate it as simple as I can.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm not expecting you to speak like a designer. And yeah, so guys, I'm just gonna share, the let's see if I can just share this link with you, guys. So if you go to the comment section of this event, you can see. I'm just gonna just give me a moment. Yep, I think this the job post is closed. I want you just to make sure that it's open.
It's paused. We'll reopen it.
Okay.
Right, so we'll reopen it.
Okay.
We'll reopen it. We posted sometime earlier in the day. We posted earlier in the day intentionally.
Okay.
So we'll reopen it.
Okay.
And we'll send it back in.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So guys, yeah, I've just dropped the link.
Yes.
Yeah, via the Express Design event, the event that you're currently, watching. If you go to the comment section there, you'll see the spec. So yeah, I mean, we want to help like Nibiru, right? To get.
And in case it's it's technology, we might unpause it and it doesn't just click properly. In case that happens, you can always just go to our handle on LinkedIn. We'll post it back there, so you can just use that as the pedestal for sending in your interest.
Okay. Cool. No, thank you so much. Yeah. So, I mean, like I saw that, yeah, you've got about 50 applicants already. And
yes.
Yeah. yeah. So, yeah, guys. So please, the role is opened, to any decent, designer based in Africa. And yeah, so I want to share opportunities with you guys, not just opportunities that are relevant to South Africans, but opportunities that are relevant to all Africans. Yeah, so I see there's a long message here from James. So James is responding to the ideas that I've shared, and James, just give me a moment here. I'm trying to read. Okay, good evening from Nigeria. Many thanks for your efforts, and shout out to Akinwale and the Bureau for their benevolence. I have an idea about deciding on sharing a topic of the month, then creating a list of the best free UX design. Can't see the rest, but yeah. So thank you so much for sharing, and let me see if I can read. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'll read your suggestion into detail. And so, guys, if you have suggestions, please just drop them, and we will discuss and then see, what makes sense for us, right? Okay, this is Joseph saying that's great, and yeah, thank you so much, Akinwale, and thank you to everyone that has attended. Again, please give us some love. We're gonna have a fun event, this coming Friday, not this week, but next week Friday at 7 p.m. South African time. And yeah, so we've already had a number of people who are entering the competition, which is great. And I'm expecting to see more African, African countries being represented. Yeah. So, guys, this is meant to be a fun challenge that is being sponsored by Nubero. And yeah, so I want to give a special shout out to those who have already shown interest. I see there's like someone from Rwanda, Wilson Kariuki. We've got Amogelang Chukutu from Botswana, Amogelang, and we have Sharon Chepko H from Kenya. We've got Gengaju Laura Alinda from Uganda. There's Emmanuel Junior Obu, and I want to double check where Emmanuel's coming. Okay, where is Emmanuel coming? Okay, Emmanuel is from Ghana. That's great. And we've got Daisy Ondimu, another one from Kenya. Yeah. So guys, please, go to that, event. It's for next week, 27th of October. It's sponsored by, Nubero. And yeah, thank you to Akinwale, for sponsoring us. And yeah, so again, the price that we have is 5,000. I will decide. Maybe I might split it a bit. I will see. But that's the money that we need to spend. And I mean, this is the biggest, that we've had so far, right? And if you keep the momentum going, and this will make it easy for us, right? To reach out to other brands that want to contribute to our community. We want to work with brands that have got a strong interest in uplifting, the African design community, especially the brands that work across Africa. So yeah, thank you so much, for entering, and also thank you to those who have reposted, who've shared, who've liked, and I know a lot of you, inviting your friends, to come and to participate. So thank you so much, and yeah, thank you again, for engaging and greeting us. Just that's what you can see who is streaming, and yeah, it's very hard to see because I usually see big numbers, but I don't know who exactly is watching. So, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, we hope to see Akinwale. And I see someone is saying, can't wait for the event. Unfortunately, LinkedIn is not showing us who that person is. I don't know why the person's name is hidden. But guys, yeah, again, please, if you could do us a favor, go and repost the event that is coming. Please invite your friends to participate. It's a fun event. It's not about winning, it's really about getting an opportunity. And as it's more than just the prize. I want us to be able to recommend talented designers in the community. And yeah, so I want us to do things differently. And with Akinwale's support and with his company, right, since it's engaging with the big companies in Africa, right? He often looks for talent, and he's gonna come every now and then to check out who is the most promising designer, so that he can prioritize those opportunities and recommend people from this community. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. And any closing words from you, Akinwale, before I say goodbye?
Thanks a lot for having us. We count it as a privilege. We've been in our country for a long time. This is like our first step, first big leg out of the country, trying to just
Yeah.
expand our reach and try to see how we can reach out to more people um, in terms of the work we do. So the other thing that I might just need to add is that we are also always like very, very heavy on intense, heavy on intense. If
Okay.
we have also, yeah, we are very heavy on internship. We have over the course of the last, say, 3 years, we've passed out about 9 individuals who have gone through either project management, product management. We've had people who have done front end and back end development with
Yeah.
us, and so we've actually had design interns who had actually just left us and ran away. But basically, we are big on internship also. So
Yeah.
once you have those kind of slots, also we'll also let everyone know.
Yeah.
Even if it's not just design, can we just let it drop in the community and we can just
Yeah. Yeah.
pass
Yeah.
it on to
Definitely.
our friends and every other person here. Thanks a lot. So
Yeah.
thanks a lot for having us. It's a pleasure.
Sure. No, thank you so much, Akinwale. Yeah. And I mean, thank you for mentioning that. I do want us to support, people right, at the beginning of their career, and not just focus on people who have experience. Yeah. So it's, yeah, I mean, as much as we're a community of designers, I'll be happy to share, opportunities, that will benefit, our African continent. And even as designers, we work with developers, we work with product design, and with business analysts, we work with business stakeholders, etc. Right? So it's also important, to be integrated, with a larger community, so that we can, you know, do this thing, much better collectively. Guys, thank you so much. And I see a message from Busisiwe Makobedu, and I'm assuming you're from South Africa, judging by your name. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, again, guys, please reach out to us, share a comment if you are watching this, after the live stream. And I know some of you will probably watch this, an hour or 5 hours later because you are knocking off from work. Please drop us a comment. If there's any questions that you've got, please, reach out to us. And yeah, I've shared the link to the job spec, that Akinwale has shared. And yeah, he will reopen, the applications shortly. Guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your Wednesday. Tomorrow we've got ABSA. They've recently, reached out to me, so I'm just trying to help them, and I didn't want to ignore them. I was like, okay, cool, guys, let's just try our luck. I know it's a short, notice. Usually, I would post something in like a week or 2 weeks in advance, or even a month, in some instances. But these things, they happen, and they've actually extended their deadline because they want to get more people. So I am going to be trying to reach out to the individuals, to nudge them. And if you are an intern, please take the opportunity, right? And yeah, so there's more to come, and this is a great opportunity. And I just want to say thank you so much, Akinwale, for believing in us. And yeah, so I hope that we will, your efforts will benefit the larger community. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.